The Ode of the Devourer quest is here, and it allows you to get a taste for next week's killing boss. This video is a quick guide to get ready for the boss by completing the pre-required quest, so whenever you're ready, grab your cup of tea, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Before starting the Ode of the Devourer quest, you need to have completed the Requiem for a Dragon quest, which I have a video guide for linked below, and the Soul Searching quest, which unlocks the Sanctum of Rebirth. All you really need for the quest is a little bit of food and some combat gear. To start the quest, speak to Bill inside Fort Free, who is now, or takes the appearance of a cabbage dummy. Go through the dialogue until you get the option to accept the quest. After going through the rest of the conversation, go ahead and speak to Overseer Civ, who's located in the command center, and ask her about quests. You'll be redirected to Al-Kharid, which you're going to teleport to by using the lodestone system, and then click on this massive quest icon to continue the quest instance. If you don't have any combat gear equipped or have any food, go ahead and grab that now from the local bank because you're going to need it. A cutscene will start to play in which you'll see civilians being terrorized by Soul Devourer. While you are instructed to find Bill, you can't find Bill or continue the quest before you've saved 3 civilians from the Soul Devourer. So go ahead and run around and find NPCs that are in need of help. These are NPCs you can right click and save and are static, as these do not move around. You can ignore the NPCs that are running around because you're not able to save those. You need to kill the Soul Devourer that is terrorizing that NPC, and then talk to the NPC outside of combat to make sure they're safe. You'll know you've done it correctly if you can see a little bit of green text in the middle of your screen saying you've saved X out of the 3 civilians. I needed to save one in the northeast, northwest, and southeastern part of Al-Kharid. After doing so, head to the southwestern section, and if you're outside of combat, crawl under the cart and try speaking to Bill. This won't be possible until you kill the Soul Devourer in front of him, so after you've killed that one, speak to Bill and go through the conversation. After you've done so, you need to speak to Ictolin, who's located at the Sanctum of Rebirth, which you can get to by using the boat in the city of or the PVMR portal. It's worth noting that you should not speak to Ictolin outside, but click on the quest icon to go into the instance first, and then speak to Ictolin. This will start another cutscene in which you see a little bit of a teaser of the skilling boss. When given the set of chat options after the cutscene in the dialogue with Ictolin, just pick option 4 to continue the quest. Teleport back to Fort Free and go inside the trapdoor to enter the Fort Free prison. The entrance is located next to the command center. Once inside, speak to Zemarigal and go through the conversation until you free him from the prison and he follows you. In the conversation, you'll be presented with 2 options, but I don't think it really matters which one you pick first. You're going to need to go to both locations or gather both items to continue the quest, but I started with the idol, and you might have started with the Madrat ritual site. The solution here is click on the timestamp for the one you did first. I'm going to start with the idol and then do the Madrat ritual site, but you can do it the other way around. So if you did the Madrat ritual site first, skip to that part, and then once you have the item, skip back to the idol section. Alright, let's continue. For the idol, we're going to the Temple of Amascut, southwest of Al-Kharid. Teleport to the Al-Kharid lodestone, go through Shantae's Pass, and then head southwest. Click on the quest icon to continue the quest. In the cutscene and conversation, I don't think it matters which options you pick, but I picked option 3, option 1, and then option 3. After all that dialogue, go back to the Al-Kharid lodestone and head towards the northeastern gate. Click on the quest icon for the instance and continue the quest. This will start another short cutscene. After the cutscene, you're going to need to find Father Salman near the Al-Kharid Scimitar shop. Go through the dialogue until it tells you to find Ali Morasan. Go ahead and speak to Ali, who's located near the northeastern gate of Al-Kharid. I don't think it really matters which options you pick because you're going to be left with nothing. I chose option 1 and then option 1 though. Next, move away and speak to Zemarigal in private. After you've done that, you're going to need to talk to 5 different civilians around the area. You're going to be doing this to start a little bit of a riot to get Ali to give you the idol. I made a little map just in case, but you can find pretty much all of these on the eastern side of Al-Kharid, and it's really easy to find them. Once you've done all 5 NPCs, go back to Ali and speak to him to obtain the idol. At this point in the quest, the item is useless by the way, so just keep it in your inventory. Next, head back to Father Salman and speak to him. After completing the conversation, you will have obtained the idol, but now you need to obtain the shard. This is the Madrat ritual site part of the quest. Going to the Madrat ritual site is easy if you have access to the Fairy Ring teleport system and completed the Ritual of the Madrat. If so, just use Fairy Ring code DKQ. If not, Follow the video as seen. Start by teleporting to the Wilderness Lodestone. Make sure PvP is turned off by speaking to Val and Edgeville if you haven't already, by the way. Use the Wilderness Obelisk system to get to the level 44 Wilderness location. If you haven't completed the achievement, you have to try this a couple of times before you get to the right station, which is this one. Then head north through the gate past the Wyverns. Squeeze past this area. Then jump over the barrier, go south, and there's the Majorat Ritual site. Click on the quest icon to continue the quest. Next, go ahead and speak to Icterlin and then choose option 3 when presented the set of chat options. After doing so, you're going to want to inspect the marker once and search the bodies around the area for a dagger and an absorption rune. Once you have both the ceremonial dagger and absorption rune, go ahead and speak to Zemregal to ask him about these items. Now, I'm not sure if you need to intend to fill this part a couple of times, but what I believe you need to do here is use the rune twice and then use the dagger. You need to see that the energy in your chat box mentions that it's faint. I just tried to brute force this in every combination using the rune multiple times, but that didn't work. Using the rune once, then the dagger once, that didn't work. I believe you need to explode it to reset it, then use the rune twice, and then use the dagger to obtain the shard. Once you have the shard, go ahead and speak to Icterlin and Zemregal, and after you've done that, you're going to need to teleport to the Sanctum of Rebirth. Make sure you have both the shard and the idol in your inventory, and also go ahead and grab some food. I also suggest you have some combat gear equipped, not for the upcoming thing, but the thing that follows. Essentially what you'll be doing is killing the skilling boss once in a sort of story mode, and then you'll need to kill a bunch of little, soul devourers. Click on the shard and idol to receive the blessing, and then go through the dialogue until you're presented with your character being in the skilling boss's arena. Okay, the skilling boss in the quest isn't all too difficult. The way I suggest going about the fight with my limited experience, I can't exactly replay the quest, is the following method or strategy. Start by gathering some moonstone shards to repair the pillars in the middle. You'll want to repair these every time your barrier strength drops below 50% or so to get it back up to 100%. Throughout the fight, you'll want to collect statue shards by transmuting the corrupted ones into regular ones and then mining them. You're able to attack the boss with these shards directly, but I do believe it's better to save them up and then use them using the special action button or this green icon right here. You can then hop up the platforms and smack the boss for a major hit to kill it, or deal just major damage, then repeat the process I just mentioned and then take it out. In between, the boss will attack you, of course, some of which are indicated by telegraphing animations on the floor. If you see any minions which are soul devourers, go ahead and spam click them because they do heal the boss, and that's pretty much it. My kill is far from perfect, and yours likely will be too. After the fight, you'll be dragged into something else, which is a little bit of combat, but before the combat, you have a bunch of dialogue with a mascot, and if you get the set of chat options, pick whatever you like. I picked option 3, meow. The next bit requires combat gear because you need to kill a bunch of minions, and every time a mascot charges up an attack, you need to stay near Icterlin to stay safe. You have to do this a couple of times until you get a cutscene. Now, in case you die or don't have any combat gear, just go back to the Sanctum of Rebirth and continue the quest. Just saying. After the combat bit, there is that cutscene and some dialogue. There is a set of chat options, but I don't think it matters what you picked. I picked option 3. Next, you'll be set outside, and you need to bring Zemregal back to his cell inside Fort Free, so you're going to be doing exactly that. Once inside, you're going to speak to Zemregal inside his cell, and make sure you have 7 free inventory spaces for this, as that'll be the end of the quest. Congratulations. You'll be rewarded a bunch of XP lamps, some lore books, and an amulet that boosts your fletching and crafting experience by 3%. Not bad if you ask me. Overall, I think this is a solid quest. It's not too short, it's not too long, there's no real annoying puzzles in it. There's a boss fight that we're going to be enjoying to the fullest next week, and the cutscenes are actual cutscenes and not PowerPoint slides. This one gets a thumbs up from me. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.